All right. Good morning, afternoon, and good evening to all of you from whatever regions you are participating, and welcome back to the New York Live. It is 8 a.m. Eastern now, and we are moving into 2nd January. Our volumes back in place now, it seems like. All right, let's get started off with the wave counts on the euro. It has slightly exceeded our expectation, about 2040. I think we should manage it on the 4-hour charts now. We have been aggressive shorts from 2000 levels, 50 points down almost. If I do draw a trend line here, this is the support trend line which needs to be cracked lower. I don't think it should be any aggressive bearish stance that we are going to take in future until it breaks below this trend line support around 1800 levels from here. We'll be watching out very closely around this level. This is an aggressive shot that we have taken. I accept the fact, and we will be watching out closely around the 1900 mark to cover the existing shorts around 2000. There is a good possibility of an ending diagonal structure being into construction now. That is wave 1, wave 2, and ABC wave 3 kind of terminating right now. And by all means we should be having wave 4 here and a probable wave 5. So we'll be looking to go long around the 1900 mark. Alright, trading point of view, if you are an aggressive kind of a trader, or you gone and taken shorts from 2000, that's fine, but the stop loss should not exceed 2100 levels. You just risked about 100 points. By any chance, if you are joining fresh and you are not taken any position, and if you still want to go on the aggressive side, it should be on the short side with a stop around 2100 levels, the target of around 1900 levels. We'll revise our targets from 1850 to 1900 now. Point number 2, if you're not wanting to take any risk and want to play conservative, then please remain flat for now and wait for 1900 levels to materialize. We will want to go long over there. Alright, so 3 trading strategies, 2 of them on the aggressive side and 1 conservative. Traders, kindly remain flat with an entry order to go long around 1900 mark. Alright, risk is about 100 points that we have taken right now. Let's see how prices pan out to be in the next few hours. And another interesting chart which is developing is the pound. Now the structure in pound has to be on the daily chart. After the triangle breakout from here, from around 2300 levels, what was expected was an ABC rally which came through across, and a meaningful top was formed around the 3650 mark. Ideally, if the bearish count needs to stay intact, then pound will remain below 3650. It has exceeded 3550, but that was not a great resistance. I always used to say stop about 3550, but generally it should be around 3650 as a positional trader. So if you did get stopped out, that's unfortunate, but ideally the stop, if you're taking fresh calls right now on the sell side, 3650 should be your ideal stop. Okay, until and unless prices remain below 3650, we are still expecting a drop lower, or a continued drop lower towards 2600. In that case, an ABC corrective rally terminates right around 35.72, today's intraday highs. All right, support chips in at okay. Let's do the trend line as well, so that we know where and how the acceleration should be expected. That is your external trend line, and this is your internal trend line. So a break below 3160 or 3150 now, that would accelerate further downside. Otherwise, we can expect a test of 3650, uh, at least for now. All right, but overall strategy, either remain flat if you are stopped out, or if you don't want to take any further risk, uh, and an aggressive trader if you are joining right now, or if you are holding positions with us 3450, 3460, with a stop around 3660 and the target around 2800 is the trade call. We are sending less trade signals for now, but just in case if you're interested, then do consider joining the Telegram channel, where we update all the trade calls. Right, gold. The boundary which was being worked upon was around I'm spreading the Fibonacci across the boundary which is being worked upon right now. And if you were there with me last session, we were talking about 13, 10, 11 or 12. That's the vicinity where we should be expecting resistance. That's the Fibonacci 61.8% passing through that. Prices have touched the 61.8% now, and after having witnessed an evening star, a signal was sent out fresh on the short side in the middle here. All right, so that is a daily chart in picture here. We'll go back on the 4 hours. All right, the same resistance is being tested right now. You'll be very clearly witnessing that on an hourly chart. An evening star, did you see that evening star? After the confirmation of that bearish pattern around the 61.8 mark, sell call was issued. It has been testing that price again. Maybe it can exceed by a couple of dollars. Stop loss remains around the resistance, which is one step above the existing one. 1315 is the resistance. I've kept the stop loss around 1325, way far above the resistance right now. All right, so watch out for a potential reversal. We are still waiting for a signal confirmation on the 4-hour time frame. It could be a tweezer top looking at the scenario right now, but hourly chart had produced an evening star and we got short on that basis. Another criteria which we might consider is the oscillators. There you are, the 80 or 90% or 90 the RSI, and look at that AM EST, absolutely flat. I mean, no change in the histogram levels as well. And on the hourly chart, that was a bearish divergence, clear bearish divergence, which has produced an evening star and probable test of that resistance level right now. Bearish divergence is seen clearly on the hourly chart. Once it begins to reflect on the 4 hours and the daily, the drop is expected to accelerate from here on. This is the rally which we badly missed, and it happens in the trading history. It has happened many times. Never give up. The next target, simple Fibonacci extension. I won't even take the entire rally, entire drop, sorry. 1200 is the simple Fibonacci extension of the boundary formed here. Alright, silver we are flat right now, we're not taking a call there, but crude oil and the dollar index. Dollar index has triggered us on both sides 91.80 and 92.20. So an average buying price is about 92. We would want to expect a rally at least as a wave 4 within the triangle or the ending diagonal, sorry. The first leg was up 2, 3, 4, sorry, 3 and wave 4 here. It should be hitting at least the territory of 93 handle somewhere here. That is the first wave, an ABC drop. Second wave, an ABC rally. Wave 3, again an ABC drop. Wave 4, which should enter the territory of wave 1, and if a bottom has formed, then let's try and draw the diagonal, one of the diagonals. If this is correct, then we should see a rally and then subsequent drop somewhere around the support here, which could bring prices very close to 91 or just about slightly lower than that. But if a bottom is formed here, then the next few weeks or days of trading should be on the north side, brothers. All right, the first resistance or first stop should be around 92.32, just where slightly higher than where we bought the first 50%. Alright, crude oil, there's no change. I'm not discussing much, but please remain on the short side. We have witnessed an evening star on the 4-hour chart. Basis on that and the wave structure. Wave 4 terminated here, and then that was wave 5. Crude oil we'll discuss sometime later, but it's on the short side. Alright. Right now we are active in euro, pound, dollar index, gold and crude oil. Most of them on the short side except for the dollar index where we are long. Alright, so let's bring this session to a pause here again, and thank you again for joining online if you are here or if you are watching it offline, and also always thank you for spreading the word and increasing our family here. Alright, do continue doing the sharing that you've done till now, and if you are liking it, press the like button, or unliking it, then press the unlike button. That's good criticism that I will take it as. Alright, and try to improve myself. Alright, then I'll be back in about 45 minutes from now when we are going to discuss the trends. And tomorrow will be Fibonacci, then we'll put it all together, Fibonacci and trends and the patterns and the support and resistance before we begin the wave discussions sometimes in the next week. Alright, so take care and God bless, brothers and sisters. I'll see you back soon. Goodbye.